You are locked into the sounds of DJ Medley P on the new podcast called Gunfingaz. Easy. Yeah, welcome back to Gunfingaz. I know I've taken a long break. As you can see on my socials, PAOLA. That's why I'm doing my socials and all that stuff there. It's my private thing, but you know, I've let it unleash because professionals and whatnot, your social media is where your graft is. All my stuff's been on there. As you know, I've been doing stuff for like the BBC, Seen Not Heard right now. There's a lot of stuff cracking off, but obviously that's for another time. I just want to say sorry for the lack of content, my people. I know everyone's been getting on to me about certain things, but trust me, we're back on track for 2020. It's going to be cushy, hopefully. If not, you can sling it to me. And I've made my New Year's resolution that, I ain't saying link in the bio no more unless I actually put it in the bio. Because I look back on edits and I sit there and think, oh my gosh, I have not actually put that in the bio. It's not like something important. It's like the odd thing, like a clash or like a dub plate or something like that. And I'm there like, you know what? I need to stop this. We need to be righteous in 2020. But enough about that shit there, right? We've got the Grease. Man like Eddie Gordo in the flesh.
Yeah.
Man like Eddie Gordo in the flesh. Nottingham Grease Minister. Actually, that's Snowy, to be honest.
Yeah, that's all snow.
Yeah,
that's all snow.
Snowy. But we got man like Riddla in the building.
Yes.
What are you saying?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good.
Good. You've had a healthy 2019.
Do you know what? Yeah, I have.
Yeah?
It's been a consistent 2019. It's been good and it ended nicely as well.
I've seen some because I saw you did the whole timeline thing and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you were showing the months and I was
yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I didn't even pick up on.
Very true. I set myself a task at the beginning of 2019 to release at least 2 bodies of work. When it's bodies of work, just one tune or whatever.
Yeah.
At least 2 each month, and I executed. So yeah, but
that's good. That's one of the things that I didn't have in 2019.
happens, man. That happens.
You know, but it's a good thing to have, like especially consistency as a creative and all that sort of stuff there. But we're gonna just bring it back to the raw roots of who Riddler is, and just build it up from there.
Cool. So
my first question I usually have for everyone, I know it isn't, as he said to me, "Are you a bow guy?" It's not about that.
It's not that.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Jesus, man. I should have watched some more to get this one. 3 words. Boy, this is mad difficult. I'd say.
Should I say 5?
No. I'll keep it to 3. I'd say versatile,
okay,
open, and truthful.
Wow. You heard it there. To be honest, that was a pretty good question. That was a pretty good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I ask people and they'll say like random words like energetic.
No.
Some next thing.
Do you know what it is like? Even I feel like I have to explain the truthful thing. Like, see, they're all in conjunction. Really, versatile, in a sense, means a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Which then translates to open, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then the truthful is more about. It's raw and real. Do you know what I mean? It's grease. Get me? It is how it is, and that's again going back to open. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, I'm an open book reader. Like
it works. It
all works in conjunction with each other, innit? So yeah, that's why I took that.
That's the most clever response we've had on here.
That's why I took my time there. Do you know what I mean?
You know, I was expecting. To be honest, I was expecting just Grease to be a part of it, but do you know what?
Because the Grease is like the core, and the Grease lives within everyone. So technically, it could be one of everyone's words. Because no one lives the perfect happy life, innit? So there's Grease within everyone.
True say.
Yeah.
True say. So, the name Riddler.
Yeah.
When I first heard the name, I was a bit like, the first thing that came to my head was, what's it? Who's the guy in Batman?
I don't know. Was it Jim? Because there's a couple of people that played Riddler. I think
His name was Riddler, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you meant the actual actor.
No.
But
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Fuck the actor. I don't know
Yeah.
who he is.
Whoa,
bro.
I think it was Jim Carrey still.
Was it?
so.
Oh,
I think he played the Riddler at one point, but let's not.
Alright, it's not okay. I know
Yeah,
we're doing it Greece, but we're not doing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Greece.
yeah.
We're not doing celebrity.
No, man, he's all good. He's all good.
He is good.
But yeah,
So,
yeah,
the
it's
name.
Batman. It's Batman.
Okay, it was a Batman thing.
No, it wasn't, but obviously that's the original Riddler. Or that's the most well-known Riddler. My thing is this, innit? So
That's what I was trying to get out. Not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Jim Carrey and all them, man.
So what happened with me was basically I was born and raised in Germany. So I came here when I was like 11. So when I'm speaking, I'm translating things perfect to perfect. Well, perfect translation meaning that I am still sticking to the original structure of the grammar used in German, which means that my grammar in English isn't right. So now I'm like saying stuff in English. It makes sense, but it's worded weird. Right? So my teachers used to be like, "You speak in riddles." You get me? And then I was just like, "Yo, I'm the Riddler then, innit?" So, and even now, like from just my 3-word answer, you kind of clock the way I like decide to word things.
Yeah.
It's a bit with extra meaning behind it.
Yeah.
You gotta play around. I play around with words a lot. So, yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Wow. So
I live the name.
you do live the name, man. You're giving riddles, but you're giving the answers
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So back to that, obviously with the name, we're not talking about school. What were the early influences for you as like? So who was like, you could say from when you were in Germany, from the early.
Do you know what
you could say like, when you got into.
So I'll start with Germany, just so you get the perspective a bit better.
We want the full picture.
Yeah.
The full pizza.
So
then.
in Germany, you need to understand that I think British or Americans wouldn't really understand or realize this. Like, even if you're in a European country, the most popular music is still going to be British music and American music.
Do you know what? I wouldn't have thought that in my head.
Like,
I would have probably, obviously, I know the UK is still Europe.
Yeah.
But you know when you, I mean, I'm just trying to think like, you know, back then, like I would have thought the first thing that people would have been listening to overseas would have been like 50 Cent and stuff like that.
Yeah, defo.
Probably not like Dizzy or something.
Oh no. Obviously, for grime, maybe not grime, but obviously there's still UK artists that were doing pop music. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I wouldn't say grime. Definitely not grime.
Yeah.
Especially at that stage. Obviously, we're just seeing it now, where it's like you see it in Czech, you see it in France, like you see it in different countries where they are appreciating grime. But at that stage, grime wasn't like, I'm talking what, I was 11.
I was gonna say, what's the year?
We're talking about boy 14 years ago. Yeah?
Okay.
I'm 25 now. Don't mind saying that. So
doing well for yourself.
thank you. So like 14 years ago, even in the UK, grime wasn't that predominant. Do you know what I mean? So you can't expect it to be heard in Germany at that stage. Do you know what I mean? So when I say UK music and US music, it's very much more the pop side of things. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I was brought up to understand and hear as a norm. Yes, we didn't have German rappers and stuff like that, but they mixed in very well, because a lot of the German rappers even back then were like, it was cool, but it wasn't like seen as their music. It was still US and UK. So when I came over, I'm expecting to hear the pop and, you know, the basic stuff, the 50 cents and all that
Before he
stuff.
got slapped with a
Do
grease.
you know what I mean? And then I get to school, and it's all this quick spitting. These times I don't speak no English, so I'm not hearing words. I'm hearing aggression.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that kid
You know,
with a screwed up face.
you know when you go abroad, and you can just, you don't speak the language, but you can just hear people talking. It's like, I know you're insulting me.
Yeah.
You've got a problem with something that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what I connected with first. So when I'm hearing grime, I was hearing energies. I'm just hearing anger. Yeah? And that's what kept me listening. Not the words, because I didn't freaking speak no English. I remember the first thing I said in class, I started in year 6. The first thing I said in class was yes. And everyone laughed. And I can't remember, but that means that the question that my teacher was asking me wasn't a yes or no answer. Do you know what I mean? I was just saying,
oh, you're a boy or a girl? Yes.
yes, literally. That's what I was that like, I had no clue about English. They just slapped me into year 6.
I'm laughing, but I just think
no, seriously. I was in year 6, didn't speak no English. They're talking about history, science. The only thing I could do was maths, because 1 minus 1 is still 0, no matter which country you're in. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, like in Germany, it's a bit tougher when it comes to maths. Do you know what I mean?
I've heard the educational system over there
it's a bit harder, but in a sense better. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I've come down now. Maths, I'm killing. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, if there's anything I can do here, it's maths. And I used to have like extra classes to like learn English after school. But yeah, so grime music, boom. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing raw energies.
Who was like the first?
I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even understand what they were saying. So I'm not even,
mad.
and I didn't know how to ask, who is this?
Oh yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? It
So
was.
you just sort of okay.
I'm hearing people.
Yeah.
I'm hearing songs. Yeah. And I don't know what's going on. I'm just hearing energies. I'm hearing grease. Yeah. Imagine, someone's pumping French music into your head, and he just vibes in with it. Like, yo, this is cold. But you have no clue who it is. Because remember, these days there wasn't no YouTube thing. It was just music being played on a CD or something. And the CD ain't giving you no information saying playing track. It's just track 1 because it's ripped anyway from God knows where. Do you know what I mean? Playing track 1. That's it.
That's mad. So, all right.
Now your question's got to change.
Yeah, my question's got to change. So how long did it take you to understand English?
Ooh.
Said that very border controlly. Allow me.
So when did you become one of us? No, I'd say it took me about 4 months.
4 months
to communicate. To pick up words, say it, get laughed at, and realize, okay, that does not mean what I think it means. Let's try another word. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'd say 4 months I was having conversations. Before that, it was pretty much just people saying, say this, I'd say it, they'd laugh, and I'd beat them up, and that's that.
That's cool.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, alright, cool, I get it now. Do you know what I mean?
Alright. To add, you are giving me riddles. You are doing what your name says.
Yeah.
So, to say the least, when you could first sort of understand music, so UK MCs, I'm saying this like it's a Hot 97, if you allow me. Grime MCs, basically, when you could sort of understand what an MC was, who was the first one you sort of went, raw?
Listen, I have to go from my memory,
or like a fond, like a moment you can remember in your head.
Do you know what? And this is where it'll be interesting. It was none of the London man. It was a guy from
because that's probably the first thing I would have thought.
No, see what it is. You need to understand. If I'm gonna be around, okay, let's fast forward now. Check this out. I never mentioned this. When I first came here, I didn't live in Notts. I lived in Luton. So year 6 happened in Luton, right? Cool. Then after year 6, which was just 1 year, which is obviously secondary, primary and then secondary.
Primary,
boom. So I started secondary in Notts. Yeah. So now, I've just learned this genre. I've not got no names, and I'm now in Nottingham, right? And then when I got to Notts now, the kids aren't playing London; they're playing their locals.
Of course,
When I'm in school, you know how it is, isn't it? In school, you play your locals. You might play like every once in a while, like the Dizzy tune and that, but it's the locals you look up to.
Yeah, exactly.
So the first person I heard, this is where it's also very mad, was Matic, and he's from Meadows, right? And what's weird about that is because the school I went to was Ellis Guildford, which was in Baseford, basically up block.
I know, like, now don't get me wrong, you're probably gonna educate me more about the areas. I know, like, because is it it's not Radford, is it?
There's Radford,
St Anne's, which is like that. Is that more town?
They're basically like next to town. Yeah. And
then you've got, what's my man's tune? Is it Big Minnie who has the tune Alfreton Road? Where's that? So where is that?
That's Radder.
So that's Radder. Yeah. Right. Okay. So what other areas are there for anyone who's not like a Nottingham?
Man, doing geography, you know. Obviously we got Bass, we got Raddy, we got there's Raddy and Hyson Green. Everyone's gonna try to get at me. It's pretty much the same area, isn't it? But
I have no idea.
Yeah, Hyson Green, and then there's Radford.
Me here.
There's Meadows. There's nicer areas like Carlton. There's Arnold. There's Bestwood. There's Eastwood, which is Quay.
I have been to Eastwood.
What are you doing in Eastwood?
You know what? This is a funny story. So my 21st, I think I went up to Knott's for my birthday night out.
Yeah.
And we got on a bus back, and then somehow, actually no, we had a taxi back, and then my brethrens were like, "Oh, nah, I need to go." He used to go for a piss or some mad shit. We ended up in like Eastwood for some random reason.
That's quaint.
And then these men just waved. I don't know what happened. Next minute, we had like a pizza box. These men burnt it and started saying we need to make a fire. I was like, put that shit out. We're outside someone's yard.
This has gone random.
This has gone mad. Yeah, that's.
But yeah, there's a couple of areas. Bilborough, Aspley, Willerton. Yeah, it's just been.
Willerton's a place with the nice roads, isn't it? So I've heard just it's got nice roads.
Willerton's alright, yeah. They got Willerton Park where they got deers and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, they got roaming round and stuff.
Nottingham's different, you know.
Yo, I think I'm not trying to get this wrong, but you see the Batman film, yeah?
Yeah, which one?
One of the Batman films.
Okay, one of the Batman.
There's the castle, the castle in Willerton. They use that as Batman's like castle, innit?
Mad.
Yeah.
Wow, Nottingham is.
Nah, it's not that sick.
It's got it going on.
Nah, we do it still.
No, yeah. I got love for Notts. Like,
yeah,
when it comes to events or anything like that, especially for grime and like bass music, holding it down.
This is what I find funny, cause we would say we don't have enough.
Bro.
So it must be dire out there. It must be tough.
I tell you right now, Derby's not like. Derby was, I wouldn't say decent either. It had its golden era. I feel people tried to bring it back last year. And they did well, but I feel the one thing about the DE scene as well, certain people just don't help each other out. Not in that sense, not even just in that sense. Like, it's just life. Sometimes you can't pull up to every event. But then again, if there's a lack of it and there's still not a lot of people going, it just breaks itself down.
Dies out.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's certain events going on now. Big up the they're from Stafford as well. 141, and they're like a DMB event. That's
mad.
So they're doing like a little thing at the Hive.
Yeah.
And they've got it all like, I've seen some of it. I saw one of their visuals or something on their Facebook page. They have like some mad little like, it looked like a little like an army base or something. They've got like netting and stuff up. So they're set up proper. So I was there like, you know what I mean? I can appreciate
there's people trying.
There's people trying 100%.
Yeah.
I just think, you know, when you go to smaller places, like, I'm trying to think how it must be for Rosa, bro. Because Rosa is from Wellingborough. I don't know about I don't know what's cracking off in Wellingborough. I'm not far in Wellingborough.
No. I know only, like, apart from, obviously, Rosa, the man, them, I only know another girl that lives or has lived in Wellingborough, and everything else is a myth. Like, yeah.
Yo, big up Rosa.
That's broski still. That's broski.
Obviously, because Nottingham connects and whatnot. Wait, so back to what we were saying. We've divulged on a massive. Yeah.
Anyways, Matic, first person I heard, innit?
Yeah.
Well, not heard, but who I remember listening to and thinking this was cold. Cause I remember Matic was always the one. He has like a proper rough voice. Like, yeah. So I kind of thought, yeah, this is raw. This is grease. Do you know what I mean? And then around that time, there was loads of like war dubs going out. We had like Sankar. Yeah, we had people like Marvin, if you ever heard of Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin. Yeah, I've heard of Marvin.
Yeah. We had people like Marvin, Kezi K. Like, these are old school man. Them Chubby T. Like,
you're saying names I don't know.
Oh yeah, trust me, old school nuts, man. Yeah, and the old Shadow Kid. Yeah,
Shadow Kid.
Back in the day. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know you had the
name Shadow Kid. It was Shadow Kid back in the day.
We had Bads on the show.
Yeah.
Credit Bads.
He
was telling me obviously them times. He was originally in a crew.
Bad Breed, was it?
I don't know if it was called Bad Breed, but he said to me they were in a crew. I think it was called I think it was Extermination Camp or something.
Oh, raw, old school.
Extermination, something like that. He was telling me some next stories.
Yeah, man. Like, Bads would have bare stories about that. Yeah. But yeah, no, Shadow Kid back in the day.
Shadow Kid. Yeah.
That's what it was. And they went to Shadow, and then they went to Shads. Well, it's still Shadow with the X though. The X is important. But so it started off with these kind of people, and obviously you don't know most of those names, but we see a lot of them, man, is grease. It's just the voice, you get me, just dark, gritty music, and that's what I like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I didn't really care about the London side too much, car. They were making tunes that she likes to. Do you get me?
Oh gosh.
Do you know what I mean?
Wait, you mean the 10-man rhythm?
Yeah. Which is cold. You get me? It's cold, but it wasn't. it was grime trying to turn pop. You get me?
I hear that.
You get me? So I was kind of just a bit like, yeah, this is cool, but it's not the dark side, isn't it?
That's when I think around them times you could sort of see YouTube was sort of coming about.
Yes, just about then. Yeah.
We're gonna get into that as well because I know for a fact Nottingham, in a lot of people's hearts, even a man from London, turn around and go, yo, JDZ them times, not even JDZ, UGX. Them man were holding it down.
Trying, London went quiet.
They did go quiet.
They went very quiet.
And then people were looking up and they were going, yo, there is a new breeds of MCs that are coming in and just doing their thing.
Sure, not even new, man. It was just there was
not new in their eyes.
Yeah. It was just YouTube gave us the opportunity to like come out and made it easy for Londoners to access us and find us and see us while they're being quiet. Cause I can imagine if London never went quiet, it would have been a bit more difficult for them to check us. Cause at the end of the day, what are you gonna look at? Like, there's nothing to look at. So
true.
If you're quiet and London being the busiest city in the UK, obviously, like if you're not doing anything,
it says something. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? If you're not doing anything, you're gonna look somewhere else. So you look up.
So where was that first platform then? Where do you feel like, you know, when it got into YouTube or even say before, like actually let's bring it back a little bit. Let's talk about the radio stations in Notts. So I could think of a few on top of my head. I could think of a couple of things that obviously went onto YouTube, like the Window Show. Obviously Invasion had their own show. I swear
they did. I think.
UGX as a channel. And you had Kemet.
That Kemet is.
Because I want to hear like your stories. Like, what do you like? I think that like the Window Show.
The Window Show was that was
on today and just
that was a core movement. Like, see the thing is with me, you put Kemet in there, like Kemet is
just a name that I know.
Yeah, Kemet. The thing about Kemet is it's still running. Like everything else you've mentioned is kind of stopped, innit?
Yeah.
And Kemet wasn't just for grime; it was like for every genre of. Any Nottingham man, you can go Kemet in it, and as long as you make good music, you're in there. And it was a bit more commercial. Your mum and dad will listen to Kemet. Your grandma will listen to Kemet. Do you know what I mean? So it was a lot more open. As with like Rogue FM, Locomotive, the Window Show, and all them things there. Like it was more of a thing. Like if you know, you know, and you will go on the website to listen to it, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't just be in your car, turn on the radio. And there's the Window Show. Do you know what I mean? Mez cashing 5 different man on a freestyle. Do you know what I mean? Psyching them. Like it wasn't like that. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, on these shows, the earliest I can remember would be like UGX and everything. Like because before that, it wasn't so much platforms. It was send your stuff through infrared and Bluetooth, and that's how it was circulating. Do you know what I mean? And UGX and just the radio stations was just a point where everyone can just come together. And it's like a one point of access. Obviously, that's what a platform means, but it was like a revolutionary kind of thing because YouTube just started. So it was like, oh my god,
it was mad for the man.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you could all just come together, and there's one place where you can find everything. Do you know what I mean? It was like LimeWire with visuals. Whoa, do you know what I mean? Like, and a bit more precise because you'd try to download a tune and it's a different tune on LimeWire and you're pissed. But like
fully.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Biz Guno. Come on, man. That's UGX founder, the CEO.
Okay, there you go.
Get me? He's
the
a big man.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. Biz, man. He did a lot for the man them, and again, because it was so new and raw, the stuff on there were like crazy.
Okay, so let's talk about what I want to talk about. So, were there any moments from that era? So, is there something that you could pinpoint in your head and go, raw, that was sick?
Yeah, but it's a bit fast forward. It's Jack and Reload, isn't it?
Jack and
come on, man.
Oi.
Jack and Reload, man. Those days were litty.
Serious.
Yeah.
Them modes. Yeah. There's some sick moments because that got re-uploaded recently, didn't it?
Yeah, because
it was on the old JDs.
Yeah. He lost his channel, and he managed to get the old channel back. And then luckily had all the videos on it, so he was able to. I'm not sure if he re-uploaded it or he just made it open again.
I think there was a way through timeline. I think they called it.
Yeah,
is how you do it. So fast forwarding, I didn't even ask you the main question there. So how did production?
Yeah.
How did that become a thing?
Alright. So check it though. See, production, yeah, I was born and raised on production. So my dad is a producer. Well, was a producer, innit? So see, this is mad. So what you know is Afrobeats now used to be called High Life, or at least stems from a thing called High Life, right? So he used to produce High Life music. And I used to see him on Fruity Loops 3, maybe even 2, like just producing music. And I'd always, like, as a kid, just like watch Toggle and try and mess around, try and make my own little stuff, innit? So after that, obviously moving and coming to the UK, I'd say, like, and hearing grime, I then thought, yo, I can try to pick up Fruity Loops like my dad did, do you know what I mean? Just make music that way. So at first I was like, yeah, let me try to spit, do you know what I mean? But remember, I got a German accent, yeah, got a German accent. I'm trying to do this quick grime stuff. It was a bit off key. Then I thought, let me try producing, because, you know, you ain't gonna need no language skills for that one. So started producing on Fruity Loops, and yeah, showing the man them at school.
Fruity Loops. So Fruity Loops was the system then.
Yeah, that's the door.
So that was
yeah,
the free. That was free at the time, wasn't it?
Nah, Fruity Loops never been free. People just crack it so much, yeah. You just crack it so much that everyone thinks you can get Fruity Loops for free. That's how bad it got, yeah.
Mazza.
But yeah,
Mazza.
I think I've started on that Fruity Loops 7.
So what was the first sort of production for you that you think that sort of did something for your career, to say the least?
Signature.
Oi.
Yeah, I think it was Signature. But there's probably other tunes, because the reason why I'm saying that is because with Signature, yeah, Signature happened because all the man them rated me. You get me? So I've got NSB on that, which is like J.I., Mez, Rico, Knots, Danger, Rick. Hope I'm not missing out anyone. Yeah. And Sharks. Ooh, Sharks. So they obviously rated me from God knows what I've done. I can't remember what it would have been in it, but it was Signature that really like made it like boom. Riddla sick, car. I had hella remixes from Derby. I had remixes from Manchester, Leeds. We had Northampton remix / Wellingborough remix. So there's some duns from Wales or something. I don't even know. Like it went off.
Wales.
It went off. Like there was people sending me so many remixes. I was like, yo, this is cold. Wolverhampton, yeah. That was a sticky one as well. But yeah, man. So
everywhere.
Yeah.
So we had a little bit of a relocation due to certain issues with the university. I say that it's just me and poor timing. Blame me. We've had some food, we've been able to revise the plans and whatnot. And we're back with Mr. Riddler. Nothing's changed, it's still the same. Yeah. We're still doing what we're doing. So, where we were, productions. What has been like your favourite productions throughout your career? I could think of a couple in my head. I think I'd have to throw out from the get-go your remix of Trends' tune.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the tune now. This is really bad.
It's the Biggie thing, isn't it?
It's the Biggie thing that pops off on reset.
What's it called? This is bad, you know.
It's hypnotized.
Hypnotized, yes. Yeah. Do you know what I made it? Yeah. So boom. Basically, it was to me one of the hardest beats we had at that stage, innit? Yeah. But it was nowhere to be found. So for my own leisure, I recreated it and changed it up a bit just so I could listen to it. And I showed it Snowy, and Snowy was like, yo, this is sick, you need to put this up for people. So I put it on SoundCloud.
Old Tat Snowy.
Old Tat Trends, because obviously, I feel like as producers, yeah, it's a bit rude, in a sense, for me to have like, imagine, yeah, you make something, and you make it exclusive to yourself, and someone else comes and makes it and says, here you go, everyone, you can all enjoy it too.
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean?
I hear that.
Yeah.
But sometimes when something slaps.
Yeah, but it's
for
at
that
the same
time.
At
the
to
same
decide,
time.
like, I want to give it to you guys, isn't it? So when I made it initially, like I said, it was just for me, so I could listen to it. So I just had something similar. I'd be like, yo, this is nice. But then Snowy and the man then were like, yeah, this is cool. So I put it on SoundCloud or something.
Yeah.
No money was made.
I think the other tune that I had to bring up only came to my attention a lot more recently. Was from the Riddlermus EP. Is it Netflix and Chill, the one we sort of did a rendition of? It was like rhythm and gash, but it had its own sort of feel.
I Love You. And
had I Love You in there. Yeah.
Everything in there, man.
You proper matched the. What was the? Because you had it as a music video, didn't you? Was there like a music video with like anime or something?
Yeah. I got some random anime. chopped it up nicely and made it look like a music video.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of that obviously on the YouTube channel as well.
Yes,
There's a lot of productions where you can see, because you've had Soul Eater for certain tracks.
Yes.
I've seen the catalogue.
Yeah, man.
Fellow anime man have to stand
Come
correct
on,
and say
anime
it's
gang.
cracking
Yeah.
off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for you personally, apart from the ones that I mentioned, are these ones that you sort of think, oh yeah, that did bits at that time, or yo, this is one of my favourites right now, or something?
It will have to be for a closer date, like something more recent. It's the one with Flo Dan, Rico Dan, Nasty Jack. I can't remember what we called that one.
Wait, is this out? Or
Yeah, this is on one.
Is this on Full Metal Jacket?
I don't know which one's on, but I've got a lot of work with Flo Dan in it. So it's on one of the projects, and it's obviously, like I said, Flo Dan, Rico Dan, Nasty Jack, I think Ghoster.
I feel like I know which one you're on about.
Slaps. Like, it's just one of my favourite beats.
Is it the one?
Rico starts on it. Goes ham.
If Rico's on it, then it's not the one I'm thinking of then. Because there's one with Flo Dan and Nasty Jack, just them two.
That's not me though, I think.
Is that not you?
That's not me then.
Oh shit, I thought it was.
Yeah. I've got
Peak times.
Yeah. Come on.
They're not. Well, okay, so there's that joint. I mean, obviously if it's been released, people.
Yeah, it's out there, Spotify, on one of Flo Dan's projects. Big
Yeah.
Flo Dan as well. But yeah, Nasty Jack, Rico Dan, Ghostly, Flo Dan, Mazzolini.
It's funny that you mentioned about Flo Dan.
Yeah.
I think we had a discussion about this.
Yeah.
So obviously people don't really know. Spence Show had a tour, Bristol, Nottingham. It was one of the shows. You know what you're like.
Yeah.
So basically the first time that I met Mr. Riddler over here, I was very much, to say the least, waved, as you young people call it.
You're young yourself.
Yeah, I'm understandable. I was basically 2 Maggies, 2 cherry rums and cokes. And I say to my man here, I go, yes K9, you good? Yeah.
Big up K9, my guy as well.
We got K9. He just looked at me and said, no. In my drunken state, said, you sure? I said, you sure? He was like,
yo, I'm
nah.
K9.
And I remember I went up, big up Alcatique. She's done like bare reviews and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I said to her, I was so weird, I wanted to say like, wait, nah. I just said that man was K9, dude. She was like, that's not K9, that's Riddler. I was like, oh shit. Oh well, enjoyed it. It was a very good night.
No, it was cool. It was cool.
As much as the lineup was a bit, I mean, well, things happened, didn't it? You get me. Certain people couldn't, I don't think, roll through. I'm not gonna make any judgments or whatnot.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But a lot of, because I know Logan's set was basically a Nottingham set.
Yeah.
So sort of cryptic there.
Yeah, that was a rarity as well. Do you know what I mean?
Man like cryptic. Big up man like cryptic.
Yeah,
He's doing
big up
bits.
you, man. Like, get me, Carl. He was in the so-called martial arts thing on the, do you know what I mean? The fighting thing. So it was really random, like, because I didn't really clock that he was back on it. But
no, he's been on it recently. He's doing a lot of stuff with
Imagine that. I'm from Notts, I didn't even realise. But yeah, man, big up Crips.
He came out to Derby because he did Flex on the Box, filmed by me and Alex Bridgewood, out right now. Season 1, episode 3. He came through, did a quick little set there, going off, bro. And then afterwards, then man, it's funny because he's got so many bars. I remember they had like they did like a little drum and bass set afterwards. Because usually like Flex and Box is just one man's production, Flexes. Then they did like a little D&B set and they were just going, he was just going in. But yeah, big 'em up. So obviously talking about Flow Down, talking about productions, we need to bring it back to productions. Beat Boss. Beat Boss, what was it, 9? I thought it was 10 for a second.
Yeah, it's 9 still. Big up Louis B, big up Gala, and everyone else that did it, but especially them 2 minute Carl. Like, as soon as I got to the place, like the first person I spoke to was Louis B, and for the first time as well. And like the energies were just right. Like me and Louis were just like, boom, cool. Like we can talk, innit?
Yeah.
Like it was sick. But yeah, what's the question?
I was just gonna ask about your experience because I was at Yard.
Yeah.
I was at Yard watching it, and to be honest, now big up Gala because Gala's working on a project right now with me. Seen Not Heard. His episode will be out soon with Birmingham guys. But yeah.
In fact, yeah. But obviously, this is an interview on me, but I want to see your perspective.
Because I just sort of saw it as, I was at Yard and I forgot his brother's name. It's Horlical, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like I've said that horribly, but Horlical, if I've botched your name, sorry once again.
Yeah, no pause.
What? No pause, but I remember because he came up and then you were there, because I just presumed it wasn't going to happen. And then they said, oh yeah, no, my man's got Deli Belly. Roll through with a clash. And at the same time, I feel I could hear why the judges were saying certain things about like the wariness and whatnot. But when I heard the beats, because obviously it's different when you're watching our live stream.
Yeah.
It's your first time you really hear it.
Yeah.
So you're there, like you only got a certain sort of vision of what it sounds like,
Yeah.
unless you have it in your hands and you're playing it for a speaker. When I got home, I think obviously because you released it, how many days after the beat was packed?
Probably 2 days.
2 days. So was that with the revisions from what them man said, or was that just clean?
Nah, they don't really do any revisions.
Fair play. Because this is what I'm going to get onto next. When I was listing my favourite tune, and you know this, what I'm about to say already, DTI Murderer.
Yeah.
What the plain fuck?
Yeah.
Crazy.
But obviously that didn't get played at that point.
No, it did. What tunes was it?
Those were the remix rounds.
Yeah, those were the remixes, but what were actually played in the rounds that you did?
X10.
X10, X10.
I played the signature remix. And I played, I think, Dramatic.
Was that the red drum? Red drum?
No. That's also a remix round.
That was a remix round as well.
Yeah,
of course it was.
Yeah.
But when I was listening through to that project, like DTI Murderer, I was like, if this went off, things would be very.
But it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have
for that round.
Like even if it got to that round, it wouldn't have gone off.
Really?
Bare technicals. See, I would have to get into like how mixing and mastering works and all this shit for that to make sense. But I'm gonna try and make it so simple in the sense of this, yeah. When you master something, you're squashing audio, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So, what I know a lot of these man did is they didn't really do as much master, they just put a limiter on it. So if you put a limiter on it, like...
I hear this.
Depending on how much you put, you're still squashing it not as much, you know what I'm saying? So, when you're playing it through the speakers here, the kick sounds like it's pumping, yeah? But then when you've mastered it, it's a bit more of a fair level. It's a bit more rounded up well. Do you know what I mean? So when they're saying, oh, I don't think I had that impact, it's because like
they didn't put the impact.
I've kind of mastered it like a track, instead of mastering like a club environment kind of thing.
I hear, so you sort of did it in the sense of releasing it.
Yeah, so that's why when it's now come out, no one's really saying, yeah, but this mix don't sound right. It just sounds
like a track.
Yeah.
Because obviously if you're in the beat boss situation,
yeah,
you're expecting it to kick off the way it
Exactly.
does.
So I've also kind of like asked them guys afterwards, the own producers, yeah. Like one of the tracks that the judges were like, yo, it's cold, was Coty's, isn't it?
Yeah. And I didn't see when I heard that. I don't know if it's just because it was a live stream. Obviously that man was watching.
Yeah.
I didn't think it slapped.
That's the thing. When you got the live stream,
so now, is that the same sort of?
Yeah. When you got the live stream now, you've got the actual audio. It's not within the environment. Do you know what I'm saying? So when Coty's was playing and everyone's like, yo, this slaps. It slaps. I heard it. Like I'm like, boom, it's there. But then when I've asked them, so what you do on the master? I just put a limiter on it. I was like, oh, well, okay then. Like you didn't really have to do anything. Do you know what I mean? Not taking anything away from Coty.
Yeah.
But I've learned, first thing I've learned is don't bother mastering anything when you're taking it to that kind of venue. You just
let it slap.
Just let it kick, do what it's doing, and just set the limiter at the same like dB as the kick, yeah, and everything else just below it. So then when the kick comes in, it's hitting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of took it a bit too technical and did too many things, like stereo imaging and doing that and doing this and doing that, unneeded.
Wow. So do you think there's one day, would you release them as a little unmastered? Could you do that still? Or?
I didn't need to do an unmastered version. Like you can still do that, yeah, but I've released it in the format which makes sense for its release.
Yeah,
so
that does make
mastered in normal sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I personally did that I shouldn't, which was my fault.
Yeah.
Cool. But the whole beatbox thing was a shambles. And it was a sabotage, isn't it? Like,
I do feel certain aspects of it was. I only started watching from, I think I got from the end of Ali Beats' first round.
Okay.
And then it was Hamdi versus Louis B.
Yeah.
and fam, that first track Louis B played.
B's just
Wow.
Louis B's just something else.
Louis B's, and I think I was talking to my friend about this recently. Big up Gyro, and he was saying to me, he's like, you know, Louis B, yeah, he's just made for that environment. Like, I don't know what it's the same way Hitman Tigger says, what, he's the warlord.
Yeah.
You know
Do you know
what
what
it
it
is?
is? It's because Louis B's had the time and experience to like get good at it, isn't it? But yeah, like
Fully.
also because this is the thing about my clash. Yeah? This is what people don't know, innit? So when I did my clash, Tiatson told me I'm through already. Yeah. So let me explain the situation a bit better. This is what happened. Obviously, you noticed that thing didn't turn up, innit? Guy didn't turn up. So I asked T like, yo, what's gonna happen? What we doing? He said, yo, we're gonna do the clash, but you're through anyway. Yeah? Because he's not there to represent. So we're just gonna get Bridget to play like his dubs just to get the team rolling, innit? So in my head, I'm like, cool. I'm not gonna draw for my wild card. I don't need to draw for anything special because at the end of the day, I'm through anyway. So I might as well just get rid of the ones that I don't think are as strong. And
So
then
you don't have to, yes, you got
and then when because I heard Louis B stuff and thought, yo, this is mad. Do you know what I mean? So I just kind of thought, let me get rid of these ones, innit? So boom, I did that. And then obviously it went to the judges. In my head I'm like, yeah, the judges said what they said, cool, not an issue. And even when the judges were talking, T is telling me, yeah, don't worry man, you're through anyway. So I've gone, alright, say nothing, innit? Cool, whatever. So then when it came to the second round, when they did the draws, yeah, they said Louis B versus Gallo. I've gone, what? And Louis B, Jano as Louis B can confirm this, innit? Because before they started the second round, obviously there was a break.
Yeah.
So me and Louis were talking, I was saying, yeah man, I'm through anyway. And he said, oh yeah, T told me this as well, so it's calm, innit? Like, I was like, yeah, it's cool. So I was like, yeah man, see you second round, innit? So everyone like kind of thought like, yeah man, everything's blessed, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously he drew Gallo's name out. So I went up to T, but obviously, because it was Louis B versus Gallo.
Yeah.
Louis B started playing his dubs already. And I've gone to T at that point, like, yo, what happened? I thought you said I'm through. And T kind of went, oh shit. Then I walked off like, yeah man, he's gonna fix this now, innit? So I walked off, and then he's gone to Hitman to say like, yo man said that Riddla's through. And I could just see Hitman going, nah. So I've gone, wait. So I walked back to T saying, what's going on? And he said, judge's vote, innit? I've gone, wait.
So that whole round sort of just went. See, that's where I'm a bit like, we can go into this a lot deeper, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I got no grudges against them, man.
Yeah.
I would say though, it was poor communication. They didn't plan this right, innit? Like, they were burst. Man were too burst at that day. They were just all gone.
Wasn't it like Hitman Tigger's like having a youth, was it his youth's christening or something? I don't remember. I see something was cracking off. I don't know.
He was celebrating something.
He was celebrating something, I'm sure he was.
It was calm, innit? Like, but man were just too drunk. They were forgetting what they were saying, and yeah.
So, I think my next question has to be, obviously, big up Beat Boss, big up Tiats and all them guys.
Big up
there.
T, big up Hitman, all you man.
What is the next step for Riddler?
More grams always. Grams also gonna be there, but I'm gonna be focusing also on more like other genres a lot, and also me as an artist. You get me?
I know you've been doing. You put 2 vocals on.
Yeah, I put 2 vocals out. One is that comes from Afrobeat Ting, and the other one is some spacey Afro business like.
I think, was it Full?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video coming out for that soon. Don't know. Yeah. So that surprised a lot of people.
I was a bit, because when I was looking into the catalogue, I was like, I didn't expect to see it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of men are though.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's just about being versatile for me. It's not everyday grind, fam. The grease shall live forever within me. But you get me. A human being has more than just grease within them. You get me. So I'm gonna present different sides to Riddler, aka Rids. Through that.
Appreciate that. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, man.
There's definitely a lot going on.
I just want to thank you for coming down, man.
No issues. It's
I'm on
been
like,
crazy.
It's been a very crazy, like, you would have not seen half the shit that's happened, but
Yeah.
it's been crazy. And I just want to thank you for your patience on time as well, because
Yes,
trust
of
me,
course,
a lot of man would just turn around and go, right, it's long.
Yeah. It's
So,
alright,
yeah.
man. It's alright, man.
We keep it moving.
Therefore.
But old tight Riddler for coming through.
Thank you.
More stuff coming from him.
Yeah, man.
More stuff coming from me on Gunfingaz. Bro, before we leave though, bless them with the socials then. Tell them what's
For now, all you need is my Instagram, and that is very simple. At Riddla Productions, that's RIDDLA, and then Productions. Simple.
There you go. That's it. It's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Bang.
Please.